Hello, my pretties. It's the Queen of Lions here. Now, today in episode 191 of Shadows and Pretties, I'm going to do something a little different. Today, I am going to be reviewing the movie Inside. Now, this movie has an American remake that came out in 2016 or 2017. And then we got the French horror film Inside that came out in 2007. Yeah. Now, I can't really go too much into detail about the 2007 French horror movie Inside, because one of them being some of the content in it is not really ad friendly if I go into too much detail on that. But if you want to see a more detailed review on it, there is a couple videos that do go down, more depth into it. But I'm going to basically give it like a brief summary of the 2007 movie. It's a French horror film. And I mean, I don't have a problem with people making French horror films or whatever, because, I don't have any issues with that. Because, that's just completely, different in many ways. So, yeah. So, basically, this movie is about a pregnant woman named Sarah who loses her husband, unfortunately, in the car accident, but her and the baby are fine. However, though, somebody who wants to take her baby, breaks into her house and tries to do, a lot of messed up stuff. I'm not going to go too much into detail, because one of them being, some of the content's not ad friendly, for one, and two, if you want a more depth detail about that movie, you could probably look into more reviews. I know some people who did reviews when they go into full depth, but yeah, and it turns out later on in the movie is that the woman who is trying to take her baby was also pregnant, but unfortunately her baby did not survive the car accident, and she was in the same car accident as Sarah, the main protagonist of the 2007 film. Now, unfortunately, though, the main pregnant character in the movie dies when the woman does a C-section, and the baby's fate is left unknown. So, that movie right there, it's not that great. I mean, it's pretty gory. I'm not going to go into too much detail about the plot. If you guys want to, look it up for yourself, you can. I mean, I don't have a problem with people who like French horror films. I mean, I respect your opinion, but the only reason why I do not like the movie is because the pregnant character dies and the baby's fate is left unknown, so we don't really know what happens. However, we do have the American remake of the movie that came out in 2016 or 2017. It was one or the other. I can't exactly remember, but basically the plot of it kind of follows the exact same as the French one, except it redeems itself in a way. And if you guys are wondering, well, why does it exactly redeem itself? Is it any different from the other movie? Well, in a sense it does. So I'm willing to say it does redeem the movie like the French one in many ways. So, with that being said, I guess I'll go into a little bit of the 2016 movie. Well, it's the American remake of it. I find it to be better. It's a lot more better, and it's a lot more better than the original French movie. So, yeah. Basically, the plot is pretty much the same thing. But however, though, there is a difference that the baby and the mom both live in the remake. So I find the remake to be a lot better than the original. It really does redeem itself from the original movie. It's definitely a lot better than the original. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, when the woman who wanted to take her child in both versions tries to break into her house and do all that stuff, In the original movie, unfortunately, the pregnant woman dies and the woman takes the baby. However, in the remake, none of that really happens. It basically kind of somewhat follows the same plot as the 2007 movie, but it's a lot better because, nobody dies at the end. I mean, I don't have any problems with, horror movies involving pregnant women, but if it involves the pregnant woman getting killed off, baby getting harmed or killed off as well, yeah, I mean, that's where I draw the line. I mean, I don't have any problem with people like these films. I mean, people can have their own opinion, and that's perfectly fine. So, I guess with that being the case and that being said, I definitely got to say, when I saw the original one, I mean, I wasn't younger or anything. I ended up looking it up online. Only saw bits and pieces of the French version, and yeah, I mean, it's pretty gory if you ask me. But the remake though is not really as bad as the original 2007 movie. So that's why I said I really like the remake, the American remake, a lot better than the French version. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, if you don't like this movie, like if you don't like the French one, that's fine. If you don't like this remake that came out 2016 or 2017, that's perfectly okay. I'm respectful to your opinion, I'm respectful to your opinion. So this movie, the reason why I'm not going too much into detail on the 2007 movie is because some of the content, or most of the content in it, is not ad friendly if I go into full detail. I mean, I'm not saying YouTube will do anything if I go into full detail, but there is a chance that I could most likely get, demonetized if I were to go into full detail. So that's why I did not go into full detail on that movie. I mean, if you want more depth of review on the 2007 movie, there are a couple people who did reviews on it on YouTube, so you could check out those if you want to. But if you want to look up in the Wikipedia page for more info, that's perfectly fine. I mean, the acting in the French version, I mean, it was okay, but it could have been better. But in the 2016 remake, I have to say the acting was a lot better, and the movie was a lot better than the original French movie. I mean, I don't have a problem with people who like French horror movies or anything like that. But when it comes to a pregnant character being killed off, or the baby getting killed off, both, or whatever, yeah, that's where I draw the line. I mean, I heard there was a lot of controversy on the French version. I could be wrong. I believe sometime around 2007, after its release, there was like controversy. Maybe someone could clarify that in the comments below. So I don't recommend seeing the French version. I also don't recommend seeing the the whole French version, of it. I mean, if you want to look up clips and you want to take the chance, well, be my guest, because, I don't have any issue with it, because if you want to take the risk, that's perfectly fine. But I'm just saying right now that, I recommend you watch 2016 remake of it, because it's a lot better and it redeems a lot more than the original one. So, my final rating of Inside, 2007, I give it a 0 out of 10. It's not that good. I mean, it's too gory. Well, I mean, I could handle gore in that, but it's pretty messed up of what happens with the pregnant woman in that, and that it doesn't redeem anything from what it does. But in the 2016 remake, I definitely give it a 10 out of 10. It's a lot better than the original. I mean, a lot of people say remakes suck. Well, some remakes actually do a lot better than the original movie. That's at least to me, that is. I mean, most times it's the other way around, but other times it can be vice versa. So, like, a remake like Inside does a lot better than the original. And that's just me being brutally honest in my opinion. Yeah, so anyways, what do you guys think of Inside? Did you like the 2007 movie? Do you like the 2016 remake? Did you not like any of the films? Do you like them both? Let me know in the comments below, and I completely understand. So anyways, with that being said, I'm going to see you all in the next video. I'm the Queen of Lions. Thank you so much for watching today's episode, and if you're new, please leave a like, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications when I upload, and as always, I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Peace out.